Hey Guardians, Cody SCM here and welcome to Destiny Follower. With the long content drought that we've experienced in Destiny this year, many Destiny players have moved over to playing The Division. Today, we're going to be taking a closer look at both of these open world shooters and talking about the differences and similarities between the two. I also want to let you know that we will be covering Destiny on how it was at launch, because I feel like that's the fairest way to compare both games. There's a lot of content to cover here, so I've brought my friend MFK Clicks on board to help with the comparisons.
Hey, what's up guys? My name is MFK Clicks. I'm a good friend of Cody's, and I'm excited to be here on Destiny Follower today, so thanks for having me here on the channel. Hopefully you guys enjoy what we're going to be talking about. A little bit about me. I'm a YouTube content creator currently with 21,000 subscribers. I covered Destiny from the time it launched up until about November of last year. We hit the content drought and I stopped posting to the game, and I'm currently covering The Division. I want to clarify before we move any farther into this video, I'm not trying to say Destiny is a bad game. I'm not trying to say Division is the greatest game ever. They're both great games. I absolutely love both of them. I just feel that The Division has a lot of strong points over Destiny, and hopefully Destiny can actually learn from that and apply it moving forward into the future. So anyways guys, I'm going to be talking about the story and narrative of The Division and the way the endgame works and how I prefer that over Destiny. So hopefully you guys enjoy, and let's get straight into this. So the very first thing I'm going to be talking about is The Division's story and why I like their execution versus Destiny's year one content. I can describe it with one word: progression. As I played The Division story, I felt my character getting stronger. I felt my abilities getting stronger. The way I played in the beginning is completely different from how I play now. The endgame activities in this, there's mechanics that you have to change the way you play. What works on one mission might not work on the next. You felt your character change as you played the story, and you unlock different abilities. In Destiny, you level up your character throughout the story. Cool, you can jump higher. You can jump faster. You catch enemies on fire when you melee them. Overall, your playstyle didn't really change. You just got better weapons, and that's that. You start a mission, you finish it, start the next one, just blazing straight through the story content. There wasn't much to do. The Division, on the other hand, you have your story missions, you play them, you have side missions to go do. Those earn you weapons, armor, experience, credits, blueprints for crafting so you can get even better weapons and armor, and then there's encounters. These earn you supplies to upgrade your base. Those unlock different abilities and skills for your character. You feel a sense of progression as you play through the story, which was a huge selling point for me. Another thing that really sold me on The Division versus Destiny was Destiny had Grimoire. It's the lore of the game, but it's not available in the game. If you want to know more about Destiny's story, you have to go on Bungie.net and read the Grimoire cards there. The Division, on the other hand, it has intel. You beat a mission, you unlock intel. You can go watch the video recordings or whatever the intel is, and it elaborates on the story even farther, and it's completely optional if you choose to do so or not. If you just want to play straight through, you can, but there is essentially in-game lore for you to look at. So up next, Cody's going to be talking about in-game mechanics and all that type of stuff. I'm going to hand it over to him and let him explain to you guys some of the key things inside of The Division.
So mechanically speaking, both games feel really good, but there's a huge difference to how they play. Destiny's gunplay is very fluid and responsive, and all the weapons feel really good to use, but cover is limited to you crouching or hiding behind environmental objects. Gunplay in The Division is much more cover-based. The game has a really smart system for sliding in and out of cover, and everything feels much more tactical. You oftentimes have to critically think and plan your moves according to the enemies that you're facing in any given mission. The Division plays a little bit slower, but that's not necessarily a bad thing, it's just a matter of what your preference is. I personally prefer mowing down groups of enemies quickly, so I like the fast Destiny gameplay, but not everyone's going to feel that way. Speaking of enemies, the Division enemies are pretty unique in terms of attacks and tactics, but as far as enemy design goes, I feel like Destiny has more interesting enemy designs overall. But when it comes to classes and builds, this is really where The Division shines. The Division offers much more room for customizing to your specific playstyle and doesn't feel as limited as Destiny in terms of usable builds. PvE in both games are great fun. Just go grab a group of friends and go kill some enemies. It's a good time. PvP in The Division, though, is a little bit different than how it is in Destiny. Destiny has a lot of competitive multiplayer, like the Crucible and Iron Banner. The Division treats PvP less like competitive multiplayer and more like really risky PvE. That's not a bad thing though, because some of the most fun that I've had this year have been the really tense showdowns in the Division's Dark Zone. So now I'm going to give it back to MFK Clicks and let him wrap this video up for you guys.
Our final topic for discussion is going to be endgame content. For me, that's the Division's selling point. I love it, it's rewarding, and it's going to keep me hooked for a very long time. It blows Destiny's year one endgame out of the water, not only in terms of things to do, but approachability for everybody as well. So what do I mean by that? In Destiny, your endgame activities were the weekly heroic, once a week, per character, hardest difficulty, got you 9 strange coins. Cool, you could use that to get you an exotic or something when Xur rolls around, if he actually sold something you didn't have already. Then there was the Nightfall. You could waste 3 hours of your life and get an exotic or something you didn't have, and it's actually useful, or you could get absolute garbage and you felt like you just wasted your time. For me, most of the time, I felt like I wasted my time doing the Nightfall. For other people, not so much. And then you had your raids. This was where you got the best weapons, the best gear, and how you hit max level. But you were forced to play with other people. If you're a solo player, you didn't have friends to play with, you weren't hitting max level. You would be left behind, underleveled, and there was nothing you could do unless you had friends to play the game with, which for a lot of people, that pushed them away. They made some changes later on with the Taken King and Trials of Osiris and all that type of stuff, but it still catered to team-based activities. The Division, on the other hand, all of the endgame content, your daily missions, your challenge mode missions, the Dark Zone, PvP, can all be done by yourself, completely solo. You're not forced to play with other people to progress through the endgame. That's a very key point for me. I work third shift, my friends work first shift. Our schedules don't always match up, and I have to play by myself a lot of the time. The fact that I can hop on, play the Division, grind out some endgame, and still make progress on my own without having to hold my friend's hand is great. I like to play by myself sometimes, and I still want to feel that I'm making progress, and the Division allows me to do that. Don't get me wrong, I know I've said some bad things about Destiny this entire video, but I love the game. I'm so critical of the game because I love it, and I'm sure a lot of you can relate. Hopefully Bungie can take some lessons from the Division and some lessons from its fans as well and give us a great game with Destiny 2. I'm certainly hoping. I have faith in Bungie to deliver us a great sequel to Destiny. Let me know what you guys think of the Division. If you agree with us, if you don't agree with us, let us know down in the comment section below. But once again, I want to give thanks to DestinyFollower for actually having me here on the channel. Really hope you guys enjoyed, and I will catch you guys later.